It's Ben Gochberg, and I don't know what's going on anymore. Hey, so it's Thursday. It's almost midday. I'm about to go into a meeting. We got crazy exciting stuff happening, but I want to take a second and talk about something that's been on my mind just over the last couple of days. So when you were a kid, you probably don't remember, but there was a point where you were scared to go to your first day of school. Adults have this great structure. They created school and education so that it forces you into a position where you're learning things you haven't learned before, and you have to get uncomfortable and start to grow as a person. So this happens for the first time when you're 5 or 6 years old. Maybe you went to preschool, I don't know. But eventually, you become accustomed to the concept of going to school, and you know that that is where you learn things. Well, as you progress through your teenage years, you develop more as a person. Eventually you go to college, you start to pick things like your major, maybe you start to date and you form a serious relationship with someone. You might have even gotten married, had children, and eventually you're going to hit a point where you are not required to go somewhere to learn anything else. And it's at this point where the previous discomfort that you felt all that time, which allowed you to learn new things, goes away. In fact, you may have even had a portion of success. You may have gotten a job for somewhere between $40,000 and $60,000 a year. Congratulations, you have a subsistence living, or the average family of 4 here in the United States, which this year was about $52,000 or $53,000. So, you've arrived at this point and you start to feel comfortable. And this feeling of comfort, admittedly, it is what you had wanted for the last 5, 6, 7, 8 years. But if you stay there, nothing else is going to happen. You have to continue to progress. And so I want to just mention briefly the power of discomfort. You have to put yourself in positions where you're growing as a person and where you're allowing yourself to experience new things. This might mean taking on a new project. It might mean talking to people that normally aren't in your social circle. It might mean developing a new skill. Even if it's something fun and simple, the act of getting out of your comfort space is going to allow you to do things that you never thought possible. So here's what I want you to do today. Think about for yourself, when was the last time that you did something for the first time? If it wasn't in the last couple of weeks, maybe it's time to get out and do something new again. I got to run to a meeting, so I got to go, but best wishes, happy Thursday, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye.